It began as one of those interviews that everyone expected would be playful but revealing. Prince Harry had been making the rounds promoting his projects, including new charitable initiatives and a follow-up discussion about his controversial memoir. When he agreed to appear on Howard Stern's show, many assumed it would be edgy but light-hearted. After all, Stern had built his career on sharp humor and pushing the boundaries, but few predicted the clash that would unfold live on air. From the start, the energy was tense. Howard Stern, with his trademark smirk and quick wit, leaned into questions that were less about Harry's causes and more about his personal life. The prince had dealt with countless interviewers before, but Stern was different. He was relentless, playful on the surface, but with an undertone of mockery that couldn't be ignored. Howard opened by poking fun at Harry's decision to leave the royal family. "So tell me," he said with a grin, "do you ever wake up in the morning and think, wow, I gave up castles, tiaras, and corgis for California traffic and avocado toast?" The audience chuckled, but Harry's smile was tight. He replied, "I chose my family's well-being over tradition, and I don't regret it." Stern didn't let go. Sure, but come on, you went from Buckingham Palace to talking about mental health podcasts. That's like quitting the Beatles to start a garage band." Laughter filled the room, but Harry didn't laugh. He leaned forward, trying to redirect the conversation toward his charitable work, but Stern waved him off with another quip. As the conversation continued, Howard pressed into Harry's relationship with the media. "You say you hate the press, but you keep doing interviews. Isn't that like saying you hate fast food while living at McDonald's?" Again the crowd laughed. Harry tried to clarify that speaking out was different from being hounded by tabloids, but Stern interrupted. No, listener, half of America doesn't even know why you're mad at the tabloids. They just think you and Meghan wanted to be Kardashians with crowns. That was when Harry's composure began to crack. His voice sharpened as he insisted, "We never wanted fame for its own sake. We wanted freedom, and there's a huge difference." Stern leaned back in his chair, smirking. "Freedom? Huh? Is that what you call Netflix deals and paparazzi shots at your mansion? Sounds like a cushy kind of freedom." The audience erupted again, some cheering, others gasping. Harry looked directly at Stern and said, "It's easy to mock when you've never lived it. You've never had your mother chased to her death by the press. You've never had your family threatened because of lies in tabloids. If you think that's something to laugh about, then maybe you don't understand the cost of fame." The mood in the room shifted. For a moment, even Stern hesitated. But then, true to his nature, he fired back with a sarcastic jab. "So what, you're saying you're the only celebrity who's ever been through tough times? Come on, Harry. Half the people in this city would trade places with you in a heartbeat. You're not exactly living in a shack." Harry's jaw tightened. "It's not about money or houses. It's about dignity. It's about safety. And if you can't see that, then maybe you should stop pretending this is all just entertainment." The exchange grew more heated, with Stern mocking Harry's every attempt at seriousness. When Harry spoke about his military service, Stern quipped, "Yeah? But do you really think people see you as a soldier or just a prince in uniform?" When Harry brought up therapy and healing, Stern smirked. "Sounds like California really rubbed off on you." Finally, Harry had enough. He removed his headset and looked directly into the camera. "If this is the level of conversation we're having, a mockery instead of understanding it, then maybe this isn't worth my time." He stood up, leaving Howard Stern calling after him with a mix of surprise and humor. "Oh come on, Harry, don't be so sensitive. We're just having fun here." But Harry walked off the set, the cameras catching every second of his exit. The clip immediately went viral. Social media platforms lit up with reactions. Hashtags like #Harry vs Stern and #RoyalClash trended worldwide. Fans of Harry defended him fiercely, praising him for standing up against disrespect. Others sided with Stern, arguing that if Harry couldn't handle tough questions, maybe he shouldn't do interviews at all. Media outlets replayed the moment endlessly. Analysts debated whether Stern had gone too far or whether Harry had overreacted. Some said Stern's style was always about pushing buttons and that Harry should have expected it. Others argued that Stern's jokes crossed into cruelty, especially given the sensitivity of Harry's past with the press and his mother's death. In the days that followed, Howard Stern defended himself on his show. He claimed he was just doing what he always did, mixing comedy with truth.